Hey everyone, welcome to another top 10 list, and I know I should be doing more TV stuff, but so yeah, here we go. I want to talk about TV characters, because TV characters are very fascinating characters, and TV shows nowadays, especially nowadays, have been making such compelling and awesome and likable characters, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a top 10 list of my personal favorite TV characters. And of course, before a top 10 list, I gotta give my honorable mentions. And since there's so many TV shows and so many awesome characters, I had a lot of honorable mentions. So, these are the characters that could make the top 10 list, but I still love all these characters. My honorable mentions are Sherlock Holmes from Sherlock, Marty and Russ from True Detective, Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Jane from Daria, Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones, Troy and Ahmed from Community, Philip Jennings from The Americans, Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory, and Veronica Mars from Veronica Mars. A lot of characters. I love all those characters. They just couldn't make my top 10. Again, my personal list. But what did make my top 10 was my number 10, and that is Malcolm Merlyn from Arrow. Okay, I know a lot of people are going to be thinking, what? That asshole Malcolm Merlyn? How could you like this guy? I like him because he's a villain. Like, I love villains in shows and movies, and he's a very cunning and very smart villain. He's almost a lot like Peter Baelish from Game of Thrones. Yeah, he's Peter Baelish of the DC universe, well, Arrow's universe, and yeah, he is awesome. I really enjoy Malcolm Merlyn. I find him a very interesting character, and he actually has a reason why he's a villain, and that's what makes him all the more compelling and all the more interesting. And I just love how he manipulates people just to get what he wants, and I enjoy his character, and the guy who plays him is a good actor, and I like Malcolm Merlyn. He was in the first season of Arrow, and he was a great villain, and I know now in season 3 he's kind of more of an anti-hero, but by the end of season 3, even as an anti-hero, he's still pulling strings and manipulating people, and in the end, he still gets what he wants because he's so clever and so cunning, and I enjoy Malcolm Merlyn. He is my favorite character in Arrow, and I love a lot of characters in Arrow. Like, I love Felicity, I like Oliver, I like Deagle and stuff, but Malcolm Merlyn was always my favorite, and yeah, he is my favorite. I like Malcolm Merlyn. He's one of the best villains / anti-heroes in TV shows nowadays, especially superhero shows, and yeah, I love Malcolm Merlyn, one of my favorite characters. Coming in number 9 is Tony Soprano from The Sopranos. Yes, this is one of the biggest anti-heroes in TV shows. And yeah, this is one of my all-time favorite TV shows, and this is like my dad's all-time favorite TV show. It's like my sister's one of her all-time favorite TV shows. Yeah, this show runs in the family of favorites, because a lot of people in my family love this show, and just a lot of people in general love The Sopranos. It's a fantastic mom show, and it's awesome, and Tony Soprano is one of the reasons why this show is amazing. James Gandolfini, God rest your soul, man, he played an amazing role as Tony Soprano, and I just love Tony Soprano. He does villainous things, but he's so likable, and you just really care for this character, and you just, because he's a family man, like, he cares for his crew, he cares for his family, and he is sympathetic and charismatic, and yeah, you know, he does bad things, because he's part of the mafia, so yeah, he kills people, and he's even killed innocent people, but that's his job, and yeah, that's what makes him an anti-hero, and yeah, he's just a really cool character. I love Tony Soprano. I love all the stuff he goes through throughout this entire show. You never know what happens to him in the end. Yeah, that still pisses me off. That ending always pisses me off. Like, what happened to Tony? Please don't take Tony away from me. And yeah, I love Tony Soprano, one of the best anti-heroes. He's a very compelling character. He's a righteous character. And yeah, he's also a very caring and likable character. Like, I like that he cares about his family and his friends. And that's what makes him just such a cool character and a very interesting character. And yeah, I love Tony Soprano. My favorite character in The Sopranos, and not saying much because I love a lot of characters in The Sopranos, but yeah, love Tony Soprano, love him. Number 8 is Chandler Bing from Friends. Yes, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one. Like, okay, wait, hold on. Chandler Bing beats Tony Soprano? Not really. Tony Soprano is a better character than Chandler Bing. A lot of characters in my honorable mentions are better characters than Chandler Bing. But why is Chandler Bing at my number 8? Because he's me. I am Chandler Bing. Like, this is the character the most in any show I relate to the most. Like, personality-wise and just character-wise, like, just how Chandler Bing acts, that's exactly how I act. I am almost like a duplicate of Chandler Bing. I am the doppelganger of Chandler Bing. Just, I'm not evil. We're both good guys. But yeah, I like Chandler Bing. Chandler Bing is my favorite character in the show Friends. I know a lot of people don't like the show. I grew up with Friends. It's got, like, big nostalgia for me, and I do like it. It's kind of dumb, but I like it, though. I still like it. I like the characters, I like the comedy, I like its writing. Chandler is the best character, and he is the funniest character. Matthew Perry, He's not a great actor, like especially in some of the movies and shows he's doing now. Oh God, he's doing nothing but crap. But he was awesome in this show, and just this, yeah, like this character Chandler, he is me. Like I just relate to everything Chandler goes through, and that's why I like him so much. It's because I relate to him very much. His personality, his joke, his humor wise is like my humor. It's very dry, very sarcastic, and yeah, I used to make that's kind of my humor. And yeah, the reason I like Chandler so much is because I relate so much to him, and I'm just like him in every way. So yeah, that's why I like Chandler Bing. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "What? That's retarded." But still, it doesn't matter. That he's just my favorite, and yeah, I like Chandler Bing. He's just a favorite of mine. I do like Joey as well. I love the Chandler Joey chemistry. But yeah, Chandler's my favorite. God, I love Chandler. Coming in number 7 is Prince Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yes, he went from a villain to an anti-hero to a hero. Yes, he went through a lot in 3 seasons, and this character is awesome. This is one of the most compelling villains / animated characters I've seen in a TV show. I love Prince Zuko. Dante Basco, who did the voice of him, did a fantastic job. I love the look of Zuko. I love the design of Zuko. I love his personality traits. I love everything. The Last Airbender is my favorite cartoon and one of my favorite shows of all time. And Prince Zuko is my favorite character in that show, and he is one of my all-time favorite TV characters. He's a very fascinating character. He also does fire bending, which is badass. And yeah, I like him. There's a lot of characters like I could have chose from this show, like Iroh. I love Iroh. I love Aang. I like Sokka. I even love Azula. She's a very great villain. But Zuko is my favorite. I always rooted for Zuko. Right when the show came on, I always rooted for him. Right from episode 2, he comes in. But right from episode 2, I always rooted for Zuko. And yeah, I still love Zuko. One of my all-time favorite TV characters. The greatest cartoon character ever on television. Love Zuko. Honor. 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 Coming number 6 is Walter White from Breaking Bad. Yes, I said Tony Soprano is one of the greatest anti-heroes in television. Well, Walter White is the greatest anti-hero on television. Yeah, I do like Breaking Bad just a dash better than The Sopranos, but yeah, and I do like Walter White just a dash more than Tony Soprano. And yeah, I love Tony Soprano. He's a fantastic character, but I just like Walter White. He's just such a weird and complex character, and that just makes him all the more awesome, all the more fascinating to watch. And Bryan Cranston's performance of Walter White is just mind-blowingly amazing. I love Aaron Paul as Jesse and stuff. I love Skylar too. She's cool too. I love Gus. Awesome villain Gus. I love Gus. I love Saul too. Bob Odenkirk. He's great. But I just love Walter White. He's an awesome anti-hero, and yeah, he's just a simple professor who starts dealing and start making some crystal meth, just to support his family. But then you find out the ending, it's not just for his family, he's doing it for himself. And yeah, he's just an awesome character. He goes out like a boss in the end of the show, and yeah, I love Walter White, one of the greatest anti-heroes in television. Go Walter White, and go Bryan Cranston. Yes, love you, Bryan Cranston. Coming number 5 is Topher Brink from Dollhouse. Yeah, I love smart, intellectual characters, and Topher Brink is one of the smartest characters in TV shows. And yeah, I love this show, Dollhouse. It's one of Joss Whedon's most underrated TV shows, and Topher Brink was awesome, played by Frank Kranz, and I love Topher Brink. Topher in this show is basically the guy who designs all the memories and stuff. He implants the memories into the dolls and stuff. Basically, he's the genius of this show. This is all him. This is all him. And even in the ending, what happens in Epitaph, it is sort of Topher's fault, but he saves the day in the end. But yeah, basically, I know Echo is the hero of the show, but honestly, Topher is really the true hero of this show. When you watch all the way through the show, you know exactly what I mean, but Topher is the real hero of this show. And yeah, I love Topher. He's a very smart character, very hilarious character, and a very well portrayed character by the actor Frank Kranz. And yeah, Topher goes through a lot of stuff in this show, and yeah, he even questions his own humanity, and he questions of what's good and what's bad, and he doesn't know. He may know a lot of things, but just simple things he doesn't know, and he even goes almost crazy near the end of the show, and you just feel so bad for him. He's one of the most caring, sympathetic characters in this show, and I just love Topher. I freaking adore Topher. I wish the show just kept going so I could have some more Topher, but yeah, he was awesome. I love him, and the story ends in the show, and I love that they made him the hero in the end, not Echo. Echo is the lead character, and they all thought Echo would be the savior. Honestly, Topher is the true savior, and yeah, I love Topher, one of my all-time favorite TV characters, one of the best Joss Whedon characters. Love you, Topher. Coming number 4 is Cosima from Orphan Black. Just like Topher, I love smart, intellectual characters, and yeah, I love all the clones in Orphan Black. Like, I love Allison, I love Helena, I love Sarah, and I love them all. They're all great characters. For some reason, I just love Cosima. I'm very attracted to Cosima too. Yes, I know she swings for the other team, but still, I love Cosima and I'm very attracted to her. I'm attracted to the dreads. I'm attracted to her glasses, the nerdy look. I love the nerdy, smart look. And yeah, I have a real attraction to Cosima. Like, really, I have an attraction to Cosima. Tatiana Maslany plays the role of Cosima very well. She plays the role of all these clones incredibly well. She's a great actress and a very sexy actress too. And yeah, I just love Cosima. She's almost like Topher. She's the one that doing a lot of hard work in this show. But at least there's other characters doing a lot of shit too. Like, yeah, Sarah's going through a lot. Allison's doing a lot. And I love what this new season's doing now. And yeah, I just love Cosima. Each episode, I just love Cosima. They all pass by. I just love Cosima all the more. And I can't get enough of Cosima. She's just such a fascinating character. And I just love how intellectual she is. I love how smart she is. I love how cocky she is at times. And I just love that she's just a straight up nerd. Nerdy women are awesome and they're very attractive. And yeah, I love you, Cosima. You're my favorite clone. Coming number 3 is Matt Murdock from Daredevil. Yes, this is a very recent show. This came out just this year, and yeah, I was blown away by this show. This is the greatest superhero TV show to date. Live action. Batman the Animated Series is one of the greatest TV shows, but Daredevil is very close. Can't wait for season 2. And yes, this character, Matt Murdock, is the greatest portrayal of Matt Murdock. Charlie Cox played the role of Matt Murdock, and this performance was fantastic. I hope he gets an Emmy and a Golden Globe nomination for his performance because he was fantastic. A lot of characters were fantastic in this show. This is one of the greatest heroes ever put on a TV show, and I'm glad that Daredevil did a superhero show so perfectly well. I was blown away by the TV show Daredevil, and I love this portrayal of Daredevil. This is like, I don't think they can ever make a movie Daredevil, because it will never be able to compete against this TV show. This 12-episode show just blew me away, and this character, Matt Murdock, is like an amazing character. He's a fantastic character. One of my all-time favorite TV characters, and yeah, I love you, Matt Murdock. Charlie Cox, you just did a fantastic job, and yeah, I love this character, love this show. Check the show out if you have not seen it yet. Number 2 is Captain Malcolm Reynolds from Firefly. Yes, you can't take the sky from me. Yes, Nathan Fillion. Yes, everyone knows this is the greatest performance Nathan Fillion has ever gave. And yeah, even he himself has admitted that he hates that this show got canceled. And yeah, it was awesome in Serenity as well. But the show Firefly, I love Malcolm Reynolds. I love every character in this show. I love Simon, I love River, I love Kaylee, I love Enora, Shepherd Books, all of them, even the small characters like Badger and Saffron. I love every character on this show. This is my favorite show of all time. I love Firefly. But Captain Malcolm Reynolds is the heart of this show. He is this show. This entire opening song is basically about him. I love this character. He's like a true bounty hunter kind of character. He's almost like the Han Solo of this TV show. And yeah, Nathan Fillion's so good in the show, and he's very funny. He's a hilarious character. He's got a lot of good humor. This entire show has a lot of good Joss Whedon humor. And yeah, I love him. I love Nathan Fillion. I love Captain Malcolm Reynolds. And ever since I first watched this show, I was blown away. I've seen the show about 20 times now, and I still can't get sick of it. And I still love Captain Malcolm Reynolds. He's one of the greatest TV characters ever. Love you, Mel. And my number 1 favorite TV character is Tyrion Lannister. Yes, a Lannister always pays his debts. Yes, Peter Dinklage plays the role of Tyrion Lannister, and it's one of the most brilliant, perfect performances in any TV show ever. Yeah, as you saw in my top 10 favorite Game of Thrones characters, Tyrion made my number 1. And yeah, actually, when I was making this list, I'm like, yeah, is he my favorite TV character of all time? Like, is he better than Malcolm Reynolds? Then I really had to think about it, and I'm like, yeah, he is. He's awesome. Tyrion is a dwarf, and he does more things than Malcolm Reynolds has ever. His story's the more interesting story, and he's just such an interesting character, and I just love watching him. He is absolutely brilliant, and I love Tyrion. He's been through a lot, especially what he's going through right now. So far, I'm like, oh my god, can't wait for next week's episode. But yeah, I love Tyrion Lannister, one of my all-time favorite TV character of all time. I love him. Go Tyrion. A Lannister always pays its debts. Yes. Yeah, that was my top 10 favorite TV characters of all time. Yes, that was my personal favorites, by the way. I know there's going to be a lot of hate And like, oh, hey, why is that person on there? Why is that person on there? But you know what? Comment below, give me your top 10 favorite TV characters. Comment below, let me know. I'm curious to know. And as always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.